So now that we have finished this unit of learning in relation to Tato Snaps, I want to see how you as a class felt about using this new tool, the story map, and see if you could provide the class with a little bit of feedback on how your learning experience was.
The non-linear approach really helped the students to make connections between the learning outcomes across the three strands. The unit was presented like a story. So the students first looked at Tato Factory at a local level, identifying the inputs, the process, the outputs, and then they looked at Tato Factory's international market, making connections to the patterns of economic development. By doing this really deepened their understanding of the learning outcomes. The visual prompts were excellent for students of all abilities in my class. Maps can be a little bit abstract at times, and by using the slider, the students were able to compare the area photographs in the maps, making it a lot easier for them to understand.
Can anybody share something? Yes.
I personally enjoyed it because it was really interactive. It got me really engaging with the task rather than just reading and learning off, and it made me think and research and actually learn.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I just enjoyed using the story map as you got to see like the inside of the factory and the different processes, and it was just more interactive and fun.
The unit of learning was conducted over a number of one-hour class periods, and the story map approach supported retrieval practice in that the students were challenged to think about and reflect on the questions asked in the story map. The story map approach also encouraged the students to think like geographers and develop their critical thinking skills. Okay guys, what's your impression, your overall impression of the story map first of all?
I liked the story map because it was engaging and it allowed you to use your own knowledge of geography to make connections with the knowledge that it's supplied for you.
That was given. Okay, very good. Okay.
I felt it was a good alternative to the textbook, which normally just focuses on only the current part of the course, whereas this helped to bring in things from all across the course, such as soils and economic activities.
Okay, and as a result of using the story map, how has your knowledge and understanding of secondary economic activities improved, or how has it developed?
I think it's improved because we had to go into detail over each aspect of like the runnings of a factory, and we spent time doing each one instead of just reading over it in the book.
I had a much better understanding of it whenever I could see it through a website or online, where better than I would have seen it through definitions from a book.
So yeah, I think you mentioned about it making good connections across the course, and you were able to do that, and that was a positive thing you felt overall, in terms of, rather than using it sort of piecemeal from the book. That is a definite yes from John. Okay.
I really enjoyed working with this. The students I found it very easy to work with. There was lots of different resources for the students to engage with, and this encouraged student-led learning for all abilities within my class. The students themselves, they enjoyed zooming in and out of the maps and the photographs. This helped them clearly see how the locational factors have impacted the location of Tato Factory. The students were also able to work with this at their own pace. This was very important because it developed curiosity. The students were able to investigate things that interested them. For the students who hadn't a mobile phone, I was able to put it on the board for them, and they were able to direct me to zoom in and out. And this allowed them to take control of their learning.
To help the students keep track of their learning throughout the unit, I employed a number of learning strategies, including the use of mind maps and knowledge organisers. Some students did struggle to make links between sustainability and the local factory. This required some scaffolding on my part in providing them with some relevant links and background material.